and unfortunately, Toro was having a bad morning where his eyes were bleeding out of his head.
Uh-oh.
What's
Still
going on?
there, Chris? Chris was talking and then he dropped.
Yeah, I heard eyes bleeding out of my head, and then that was it.
That's not something that's fun to end on.
No, it wasn't fun.
It shows him on Discord. Hold on, let's ping him.
He did say he was having some issues with his Wi-Fi.
We're on a new computer.
Should everyone just throw in their bits and pieces?
Then Chris doesn't get his inspiration.
Yeah, give him a moment.
Oh, now that we're starting.
Ooh, Toro. I like the new image. Is that good, Drew?
No, I got disconnected for a second. So we got to the brothel. It was all girls, and their guys that are pleasing. Where did you last hear me at? Sorry.
The eyes bleeding out of the head.
I got cut off on my disconnect. Where did you hear me last?
Where my eyes were bleeding when I came downstairs.
Where did you hear last year?
Chris, I just said we said it 3 times. Can you not hear us?
I can hear you now. I got disconnected.
Okay. The last thing we heard was Toro came downstairs and his eyes was bleeding.
Wow, Jesus, got disconnected that much. Oh, I just said that I rest to heal you, and then I helped clean up the mess because I figured I was immune to the disease and there would be less risk to everybody else. Balthazar had already left. We then left the inn, and there was an eclipse happening where the moon that was considered more of an evil omen was eclipsed over the regular moon, causing a double eclipse. The holy people and the scientists were all triple eclipse. Sorry, we're all freaking mad about it, but we figured we might as well press on since we can't do much about an evil omen, and went to the Desert Rose brothel where we paid to get in. It was a wide selection of women and just male clients. I went around looking around for any kind of clue. Talandris went to go talk to the lady of the house, while everybody else was basically occupied. Oh, and the ranger came with us. I forget her name right now. Sorry. She was also occupied by pleasantries. At some point, thank you. At some point, the lady of the house finished talking to Talandris after poking fun at him, and she basically winked at me, winked at the party, and as she did that, we noticed it. The women slayed everybody in there except for us, and told us that we basically should follow her because she basically wants to have an audience with us. We went ahead and followed her down into the basement of the brothel, where we found a room full of strange mist on one side, with her by a fire and someone tied up we couldn't see, and an hourglass. At that point, the whole city erupted. We didn't know at the time, but the whole city erupted in chaos with undead attacking. Balthazar got a good view of it. And then we basically when the hourglass slipped, 2 doors opened and 2 abominations came out. And then she stepped in the fire and vanished. And we basically fought the abominations and more zombies that came out. And then after it was all done, we noticed that the body that was hanging over was Ilana, and basically Jared now blames himself for everything, including her death. That's what it ended up at.
Very nice. I'm sorry that I do that to you guys emotionally, but that's just kind of how the story goes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you guys back into the temple.
So I took inspiration for that? I don't know if we still do that.
Yes, you do get a point of inspiration for that.
Yay.
I just need to finish pulling up some stuff here.
I'll be right back. I want to see if I can switch a different internet real quick.
The more and more I run these games, the more and more handouts I have open on my fucking page. It's getting ridiculous.
Oh, I forgot about the big hulking dudes.
If anyone else has a healer's kit, I wouldn't mind refilling mine, but I can wait till we get to town as well.
There's a town to go back to.
I have one use of it left, so I can only heal one person with my feet. That sounds funny. With my feet, kick you in the ass. But I still have some spell slots left. I can heal with magic as well.
No, I mean like the one like
As soon as we get Chris back,
one. I get used to one. Yeah. Once I get used to what I'm doing, I will do better. Yeah. I do. All I just need to do is
Connor, I do. I thought it was strange. It must be a new feature.
oh, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. I didn't update these tokens. But in later maps, you guys will be able to see everybody's numbers minus my monsters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't update the characters on here, but the new tokens that get pulled down will be updated.
Okay, and then
Chris.
I realize you have Zarek's picture up.
Chris, let me know when you get back.
If you refresh, I don't.
I'm on.
Okay, cool. Okay, so back down now in what seems to be the final temple that you guys were able to find. And to not only Jareth's, but everybody else's horror, you guys saw that Alana was sort of chained up to the statue's outstretched arms over these sort of purplish pinkish flames that seem to have been burning from that altar, that also encompassed the torches on the inside of the room, as well as the braziers, which were kicked over and snuffed. The large flame burning out once Alana was freed with the help of Venena. Her dress is an absolute mess, Jareth, as you sort of look back over her body. Her legs are thin, emaciated, but it's not her whole body. Everything else, her arms, her torso, neck, and face still look healthy. Her legs, however, have shrunk almost to the point to where it seems like whatever muscle was there has since faded and disappeared. Like it was fed on. You sort of cradle her as you whisper a prayer when you feel a hand touch the side of your face. You open your eyes and you see that it is Alana with her eyes open.
Oh, wow.
As she's sort of looking at you, and her hand on the side of your face, she kind of gives you a weak smile, a pained smile. But she says, you came for me.
Of course we did. Can I try to feed my last 10 lay on hands into her?
Sure.
Okay. All 10 of my lay on hands I left into her. So
you pump in your lay on hands, and it has no effect on her legs or her body. She does seem a bit more awake now, as you seem to have kind of given her a revitalizing shot. She seems more conscious, more awake. But still, her legs are just these sort of burnt, shriveled and dried and cracked things that are just there underneath her.
I'll gently carry her then.
She kept saying, "Their time is now." I don't know what she meant, but she really wanted the medallion for something.
So sorry I put you in harm's way. I did not realize.
She said blood. She said blood is powerful.
That's what she told us too.
What of my family? Are they safe?
We don't know. We'll have to go see. But first I want to get you someone who can help you.
Venena kind of steps up in between you three, Oriana, Toro, and Balthazar. She says, "If everything that Balthazar said is true that's going on upstairs, I'd like to get back to the inn as soon as I can to catch up with the rest of the group. If you were going to stay here, I can definitely move faster on my own."
Alright, what do you guys think? I think it's fun to have her run off and check while we take... if it's okay with everybody else, I'd like to take Ilana to the church. See if they can help her legs and everything.
That sounds like a good idea.
I think that is a good plan, Venena. Go ahead and be quick, but be safe.
Yes, tell them what's causing this. Tell them what's going on.
I shall. She gives you a kiss on the cheek really fast, Oriana, and she kind of rubs the top of your head, Balthazar, as she sprints off out of the basement.
I suggest we do the same.
So how crazy was it out there, Balthazar?
Balthazar kind of ignores the question because he is emotionally drained. For having not really taken much damage in this battle, because you saw him kind of popping in and out of that hallway, he does have some physical marks upon his face, some bruising, some dried blood, and he just looks very somber, quiet, staring off into the distance. And I'll leave it at that.
Balthazar, are you okay? Did you hear my words?
He kind of tries to shake himself out of his slump and looks over at Talandris and just says, "My mistress has forsaken me. I have angered her greatly, and she has nothing more to do with me."
Why? What did you do?
I simply provided her with the information that she had requested. I was hoping to do a great service by telling her of what we found down here and telling her of the Crimson Daughter. And the moment I mentioned the name, she became furious with me. I could only assume that the Crimson Daughter and my mistress are at war with one another. The very sound of the name, I was struck. I was covered in the bag, so I was hit, thrown into the carriage, taken back to our hotel and discarded like nobody. And then once I got to the hotel and picked myself up, dusted myself off, the place is in mayhem. There's undead running all about. I heard you guys had come over here, so I made my way as fast as I could. Luckily, because of my size, I was able to evade and duck and hide and navigate through the crazy streets to find you guys. But I fear the carriage will not be calling upon me anymore.
So she used you, basically, and now she's done with you.
Well, that hurts my feelings even more now.
That's just what it seems.
Maybe we should just be off to the church then, so we can.
Let's get Alana there.
Somewhere safe.
Yes, we should definitely stick together, because if the streets are still littered with undead as before, we might possibly have to fight our way through.
You gingerly pick up Alana, kind of trying your best to cradle her legs. The biggest fear is you almost feel like the slightest touch might cause these things to wilt off, almost like a rotten leaf from a branch, as they just sort of dangle there helplessly. And she clings to your neck quite tightly as you guys begin to make your way up. Who's in the lead? I assume it would be Callus, Toril, and Talandris.
Yeah. Since Jareth is preoccupied, I'm going to take the lead.
Okay. Callus, as you make your way up the stairs and you peek around, you do see that there are some dead bodies close to this hallway. But you look and you see an arrow through an eye, an arrow through a forehead, a bashed-in skull. As you make your way out, one by one, you all make it out into the main room and see that there are a litter of some of these undead bodies wearing quite noble clothes of well-designed cut, each one sporting a large slice into their necks.
Remind me not to get on the bad side of the net.
And the sounds that now begin to radiate from the open door leading to the outside sounds like pure and utter chaos. You guys are on the far left of this map. We are going to immediately roll initiative.
Holy cow, is somebody picking a fight with us?
Yeah, all of the undead in the streets.
You step out of the door and look outside on the street, and you see Suncloaks battling what seems to be undead. Numerous people moving in and out, screaming, trying to find cover, people pounding on doors, only to be brought down by the undead, seemingly feasting on their bodies and attacking anything that moves.
Can I still use my shield carrying her, or...?
What's that?
By carrying Alana, what is my impediment? Like, can I use my shield at least, or...?
You have somebody grappled. If you want your shield out instead of your sword, go ahead.
I just want to make sure she doesn't take any damage, so I'm trying to figure out what I need to do.
Leave the fighting to us.
I'll keep my shield in case somebody comes by.
Okay, the only person I need is Toril.
Mark, how much time do you think had passed from that abomination fight that we just got out of?
You guys took an hour-long short rest.
And then the fight itself?
The fight itself was probably, by the time you got there, maybe a minute.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna spend a hit die, because I didn't yet.
So, Mark, just to give you a heads up, I still have about 7 hours of mage armor cast in myself.
Oh, sounds good. No worries about that. Did somebody use the healer's kit downstairs?
Toril a healer's kit.
Okay. Alright, and if you need to roll your hit dice, go ahead and roll hit dice. Those of you that want to or still need to.
Now, Toro did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Toro got me 2 for max. I'll save my hit dice just in case.
I'm actually gonna have to lower my hit points because I leveled, so I'm gonna take it down to 9.
Okay, so this is going to be something different. The way I'm going to run this, since we're going to be scrolling to the right, you'll see what I mean as we go. All the creatures are going to act on their initiative number, and then we'll just go from there. But it is pretty spaced out. So we're going to pick up top of round 1, Balthazar.
Woo! Mark,
So,
you see my text though?
Yeah, that's fine. You can use your protection.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we're coming out of this building,
Yes.
and then kind of looking down the right here. So I'm going to position myself on this side, and I'm looking at. We'll just take a shot at number 1.
Is it dark out here? Because I don't see anything.
You're going to have to equip your lamp on your character because the eclipse is making it super dark.
Yeah, if you can't see, you're gonna have to shout out. Did you say that out loud, Toro? I mean, not
Well,
Toro.
I didn't think it'd be dark outside. So okay, but it's okay. Yeah, I can't see right now.
Well, I'm gonna assume coming out, Jareth makes that comment as his free action. I move, and before I attack, I'm going to go ahead and cast light on Jareth.
He still has his lantern on him.
Yeah,
so
okay,
he's not to
yeah,
put it
I'm
back.
fine.
Okay, perfect. Then I will go ahead and just go with my my firebolt on 1.
A 15 will definitely hit.
So as I conjure up some fire and let it rain, the sky lights up. So it is quite dark outside, and falls down upon 1 for a whopping 1 point of damage. And I'm gonna stay in this spot.
I think that's 2 damage.
No, it's active.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
I can feel the sweat.
Based on Mark's rules, David, I think you did 2 damage.
2 damage until you upgrade at 5th and do your 2d10. Then it's no.
Okay. And just one more clarifying question: is there kind of a wall here to the left, or should we assume that this street continues down?
I'm assuming that you guys are needing to go east, back into the middle of the city to get to where you need to go, and that's just kind of, yeah, that's just how I designed it.
Okay. No, that's fine. So I looked down and I just noticed that there isn't any of these crazy undead battle going on, so I'm going to keep my attention focused to the east.
That's fine,
Alright,
Jared. Talandris.
Seeing that there are undead in our path, I'm gonna draw both my blades and charge to the nearest ones before they have the chance to go towards us. And I'll be striking at 1 first.
Okay. You can see it's got a big mouthful of forearm right now.
It's 12 hit.
A 12 just hits this creature, and you can look at it now and you see this emaciated, thin creature with sunken in eyes that are illuminated in this sort of striking, like greenish pink. It's an odd coloration.
So as I strike him with that first slash, I then pull my blade free and turn counterclockwise, bringing in both blades from the other side.
Okay. Nope, I think this guy's dead. Okay, so that's 6. Yeah, I'm not even going to count the damage. Okay. Orion.
I will throw a firebolt at number 2. For an 8, that shouldn't be at disadvantage.
An 8 misses.
Less.
But
Starting off strong.
Fatal
And then I will move. Actually, I don't want to move that way. Right.
Right now you're on the steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. So I can get within sight range of the other one, of the guard.
Okay.
Then I'll end my turn here. Actually, no, I will use a bonus action to get rid of one of my first level spell slots to regain a sorcery point.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Callus.
Callus is going to run up to 2, and he's going to hit him with his pickaxe.
$17 definitely hits.
Or piercing.
Okay. Okay, red 2 is going to go. It's going to lean right into you, Callus. As you pull your pick out of its chest, popping out the bones, it's going to lurch at you, making an attack at normal since its packmate is gone. So let's go. Let's go with a claw attack. Ooh, missing with a 5. Next, that's the end of its turn. As the structural integrity of its body, you sort of demolished it when you took out its rib cage, so it's kind of slumped, unable to move like it once did. Next attack on that creature has advantage. Let's put the skull on it. Toril.
Hold on 1 second, I'm typing up a new attack. 5 seconds.
Okay.
T-minus.
2, 1.
Still silly attack.
Alright, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a spell upon myself and my blade as I draw my longsword and I have my shield out in my defensive. Calling upon Pelor to bless my sword with radiant fire, it suddenly bursts into white flame as I am stepping forward to attack the creatures with my now burning Khopesh.
Sounds good.
Wait, are there any alive near me? Is that red 2 is still alive, right?
Still alive. You have advantage on this attack if you can get.
Well, never mind then. I can't help you then.
Oh well, okay. I don't need your help, but thank you. I'm a war cleric, which outshines a paladin almost every battle we've been in. I'm good.
I don't think so, but okay.
Gauntlet on the floor!
Make this attack at advantage.
I wasn't the one bleeding out of his eyes the other day.
I'm assuming that's going to hit with that 23.
Yes, sir.
So, what I have fixed, Mark, just so you know, in case, and I'll help the party if they want help with it. I've utilized your crit rules on all of my attacks. So if I roll a crit, it will automatically do the correct crit damage on the roll 20. We don't have to finagle it. So I do 7 points of radiant damage with that attack.
This pitiful creature is barely standing, but it is still alive. Is that the I will say yes. Okay, this zombie is going to attack the guard. Missing with a 12. Missing with an 11 as the guard is furiously fending it off with his pike. Now it is the guard's turn. What the oh man. The one thing I didn't change, but he definitely misses with that. Jareth, it is your turn. You're currently carrying Alana. Your movement speed is halved.
Okay. And I'm just gonna have to just go as close as I can without getting into battle. That's 15 as best I can go.
Okay.
I do say, Total, if you could step back to me. Can I hold my action and ask for Total to step back on his turn?
Yes.
Okay, I call out for you to step back to me. Talandris, you're closer. Talandris, I call for you to come to me when you can.
Top of round 2, Balthazar.
That zombie's almost dead right here.
So I'm gonna target this blue dot that the Suncloak guard is fighting.
Okay, and you're watching this Suncloak guard trying to put up a furious defense against this very rabid looking zombie, and you have fought these before. They were the very fast, very twitchy, unnaturally strong zombies that were almost fair.
Okay, so I noticed that this one is a little bit stronger than the other zombies. So I'm going to go ahead and toss magic missiles as well.
Okay.
Just as a level 1. Oh!
12, nice. So boom, 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 you hit off of its chest and you're watching as pieces of its skin are flying away from the burst impact. That was a lot. You gonna stay there?
I am going to go ahead and I'm going to move up beside Jareth just to assist him anyway with Alana if needed.
Okay. Talandris.
Normally I would say duck, my friend, but I don't think you really need to. I say as I swing for the head of the zombie above Callus.
Okay, you're watching this ghoulish figure trying to get at him, and it got so close to him that you had to sort of pull up on your sword, missing with the knife.
I then spin the opposite direction and go in with my 20 strike.
And again, it is sort of scrabbling onto Callus, its body. It's so close, almost in a grapple-like position, and just having to be this close to striking Callus, you have to pull up a little bit again, not catching any purchase in its skin.
I then take like a slight step back so I can get to Jareth while hoping that maybe I'll distract the zombie onto Callus damage.
Okay. It is going to reach out at you with some claws. Missing losing 8. It's one of those days.
As you step forward back to me, I reach up my hand to pray to the Silver Lady, and I put my hand on your weapon, and I cast the spell to call upon her, and I direct her fury towards the undead.
So your right-handed weapon does an extra +1 bonus to undead, but that's only to damage.
Okay.
No, it's a +1 weapon, Mark, so it does +1 to attack and damage.
Oh, yep. Magic weapon. I saw it right there.
An hour, you got a magic weapon.
There you go. We'll put the sword on you, and we'll put a 1 so we can make note of it.
That's a great spell because it's not concentration and it lasts an hour. I have magic weapon prepared as well, but it's concentration. So I like that this is just here. You have a magic weapon. Do it.
I
Oriana.
get hit. Concentration.
I'm going to move up 15, 20 feet. Throw out another firebolt at this dude.
Okay.
Or no, I'll do firebolt. 25.
25 definitely hits.
6 damage. Against, is he still alive? Damn it. Oh, he's dead. Alright, cool.
Nope, hold on, I forgot.
Oh, no.
He needs to make a DC 10.
Fail.
Still alive.
Oh, well, seeing that it's not down, I will... Oh, the guard's right there. Ooh, I'll stay right here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah, except the fire spell doesn't outshine any other spell at that level. It does far less damage, actually, than any other 3rd level spell I have. It does 2d6. It's puny. My firebolt does 2d10. So just like comparing spell levels, as a 3rd level spell doing 2d6 damage, I'd rather use Scorching Ray.
Callus.
Alright, Callus is going to finish off this zombie in front of him.
What was that zombie we kept killing and kept coming back again?
13 hit.
And as he does that, another 4. As the zombie drops, he turns to Landris and he goes, "Do it with one swing or don't do it at all."
It's 1
Toro.
for 1. Let's see who gets the most.
Okay, so the creature I was fighting is dead, and the creature in front of me is only barely alive.
The sounds of battle, and through some dim light of what seems to be a carriage fire from further up, you can see that there are more guards sort of battling out against these other zombies further up.
Alright, so that's 25 feet of movement. I'm going to go ahead and attack him with my longsword.
Okay.
As I'm basically running by, I imagine I just kind of have my sword out to the side, and I'm just going to slash him and leave his entrails all over the ground as I run by. I'm going to use a Channel Divinity to make that an 18.
Sounds good. And with the radiant damage, this guy is not coming.
8 points of damage.
As you do exactly what you're going to say, and you bisect him at the torso, watch him fold over onto the ground, with a relieved sort of scream from the guard that was being pressed by him.
Now, as a bonus action, since I still have my bonus action left, as I ran past the guy I slashed open with the Blessing of Pelor, I will cast Spiritual Weapon. Sorry, I hit the spell card to make sure I had range. I think, it's 60 feet. Okay, it's right there on the card. Good. So I will put it right next to red dot number 1. I'll put it behind him.
22 will definitely hit him.
Doing 8 force damage to him, and I'll move the knife out. And that will end my turn.
Okay. These two are going to attack. Red 1 is going to attack the Suncloak Guard twice. Hitting with an 18. The guard screams out in pain. As it lurches up, it's going to try for a bite, hitting with a 23, doing an additional 2 points of piercing. Red 2 is going to go in for a rake, missing with a 15, hitting with a 23, doing 5 points of slash. The guards are going to try to hit back, hitting with a 17, doing 18 points of damage. So that is, I don't even think I'm even going to try to make that. Nope. Definitely did. Second guard is going to attack Red 2, missing with a 9. Jareth.
Okay, I'm gonna probably just use my dash action. And just move to there. And I'm done.
The top of round 3, you guys hear what sounds to be explosions as the horizon over the rooftops light up in what seems to be bursts of flame. Balthazar.
Sorry, I'm going back and forth between muting myself. I will continue to move forward a little bit. And I am going to take a shot at this red dot 2 with trusty old firebolt. 13?
13 just misses. You can end your turn there.
Yeah, I'm going to end my turn here again next to Alana helping Jareth if needed.
Okay, Talandris.
See, I have a good distance between me and the next time I'm going to double move forward.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Oriana.
Good. 15, 25, 30. And with my dark vision, I should have no problem seeing this guy, right? So, I mean, I can see him now.
He's a dim light, but you can definitely see him.
Because my dark vision is 60 feet, yes?
Yeah, it dims at 30 feet.
What dims at 30?
But
Okay.
I don't believe that does anything to your attack rolls. Only your perception and investigation, I believe.
I will chuck another firebolt out at him. For
19 hits.
And I've been rolling decent today. Knock on wood. For 9 damage.
You're rolling decent, and I'm rolling 8s.
Sorry, my first roll was an 8, so I feel you.
Okay, you gonna end there?
That will be my turn. That's all my movement and my action.
Callus.
I'm just going to stay here and let Jareth go. I'm going to tell Jareth to keep moving. I'll cover his rear. And I'm basically going to ready my action for if anything comes near me.
Alright, sounds good. The new gentleman joins the fight. Oriana, Talandris. You watch as out of the dimness this sort of spectral floating creature hold out its hands and throw out 2 purplish greenish bolts, one at each of you. Auto roll damage.
Ooh, no. It's able to hit me from that distance?
Yep.
Shit.
Talandris, that one was at you because you're the closest, and the second one. So you take 11 points of necrotic damage. And Oriana.
I used it. Oh shit. Wanna roll another 8?
Ooh, 24.
Alright, there's nothing I can do about that. And I've already used Hellish Rebuke.
You take 6 points of necrotic damage from this sinister-looking creature that seems to be floating down by the burning wagon.
I used Hellish Rebuke previously, so I can't use it now.
Does that recharge after a short rest, or does it need a long rest?
It's a long rest. Unfortunately.
I will move up to there. Getting close, but not close enough to attack him with my 35-foot movement speed, so I'll just attack him with Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. A 17 definitely hits.
And then I will drop my glowing Khopesh on the ground, pull my dagger out of my belt, and throw it at his face.
Okay, so he made the DC 9 con save, 5 plus the damage dealt. So that zombie is stubbornly hanging on.
So I throw my dagger at him.
18 definitely. You get him in one of his eyeballs, and he has to try to make a DC 10 or 11. He is a stubborn son of a bitch. This poor ass.
So at the end of my turn, I'm basically reaching down to the ground to pick up my longsword for my next.
Okay. Sounds good. It is this guy's turn. He looks at you, but he sees the bleeding guard in front of him. So he's going to miss and miss. Your dagger is just throwing off his aim. Boom. This guard steps in front of you and he's going to thrust in with his pike. Oh yeah.
You go, guard.
Alright, so that's 12 plus Oh no, he's not going to make that because that's his 2d6 martial advantage as a city guard. So, this guard is going to turn around to you, Toril, and he's going to thank you. Put his hand on your shoulder, and he's going to reach into his pouch and he pulls out 2 red vials and he thrusts them into your chest.
With Balor's blessing, fight on, my friend. Thank you.
Callus, the guard next to you, is going to turn around, seeing that Jareth has his hands full. He's going to shove 1 healing potion towards you into your hand, and he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. And they're both going to rush at them with his pikes drawn. Jareth, it is your turn.
I'm gonna gently carry her, use my double my movement to there. I tell her everything's gonna be alright.
Top of round 4. Balthazar.
I can't one. How do I do it first?
Jareth is outrunning my little tiny gnome legs. Actually,
You can see the creature. It is 70 feet away from where you were.
yeah. No, that's fine. I am going to... I'll use my trusty magic missile, having seen my last firebolts fail miserably on, yes, this new creature, green dot here.
Okay.
Would be for 9 total damages.
He doesn't look very happy from that at all.
Oh, of course not, because now, you know, he can engage. And yeah, I'm going to stay here. That was my movement.
Okay.
Callus, how the hell are you so far away?
Yeah.
I'm covering the back.
He's looking
There are
at me.
enemies all around him.
Gotcha, okay.
I appreciate it, in case something comes behind us.
Talandris is going to take one of his vials of potions, drink it, and then he's charged for it.
Okay. Oriana.
I'm going to throw a firebolt at the Spectre for having thrown a necrotic firebolt at me, or whatever I guess the equivalent is.
It was a great bolt.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be Mage Wars over here, so I'm gonna throw another bolt at him
Oh yeah, 20 definitely hits.
for another 9 damage. And I'm going to pray that Toril and Talandris being closer and those 2 guards is enough. And I'm going to move forward slightly. Is this difficult terrain through the entrails of the horse here? Or is that a body?
The entrails and the blood of the bodies is not difficult terrain. Yeah, that's just there for show. But like if you're running over this character, then that would be. But technically, you can go from there to there and not be difficult terrain.
Then I will. Well, I'll stop here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Callus, it is your.
And I've got my whip chain now, ready to attack anything that comes within range.
Okay. Alright, the Deathlock is going to look at the guard in front of it. Ooh, missing with a 6 as it reaches out a spectral hand to try to choke the guard and suck the life out of it. Not happening. Toral.
Alright, so I will move my spiritual weapon behind this creature. Did you describe it to me? What does it look? It looks different than the regular zombies, correct?
It looks way different from the zombies. It looks like it has some sort of strange intelligence to it. And you notice that it does have corporeal skin underneath, though it is translucent and bluish. But it almost seems to be floating over the cobblestones of the road.
Okay, no, good description. I like it. That's a little scarier than just a zombie or a regular ghoul. So I will curse at it in my native language. So it's like my common tongue. It probably doesn't know what I'm saying, but I'm muttering curses at it in basically like Arabic. And I will stab at it with my spiritual weapon. Oh, that's probably not.
It spins out of the way, getting out of the way, regarding all the things surrounding it right.
Alright, so running forward and reaching down to snatch my dagger out of the eye of the zombie that I threw it into earlier. I am now wielding my dagger. My sword is sheathed at my side. Since I can't do 2 use and object interactions, I will just attack him with my dagger when I get up there. So basically, I'm going to attack him with my dagger after I scooped it off the ground and then sheath my dagger and put my hand on my sword hilt.
Sounds good.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Toral, come on.
You go in and you go to thrust, but the skin has a very hard, forceful appearance to it, and you're thinking that even with a good strike, you might not be able to hurt this thing as much with your dagger, as it seems to almost skate off of the skin, kind of throwing you off balance. The next attack against you will have advantage. Let's do the wrench. Throw a wrench in your plan.
That's fine. I know Pelor likes to challenge me every now and then, so that's how I'm gonna take that.
Okay. The Suncloak guards are both gonna try to slash, pierce at this thing. Oh God, he is terrified after watching you, a holy cleric, fail in your attack against it. He's sort of shaky, and he doesn't get it, but his buddy sort of gives a scream of strength as he tries to attack, missing as well. This guy in the back is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. As he starts to pull a crossbow off of his shoulder, and he's going to fire off a bolt, hitting with a 22. 16, and that's halved, so 8 damage. As the bolt is sort of sticking out of its shoulder, and this thing is just smiling menacingly, like the mouth of Sauron, kind of. Jareth.
Still gently holding Ilana, I just tell her to keep her eyes closed, and I'll take care of her, and everything will be all right. And I move forward again. I'm going to go here. It's not my full run, but it's. I don't want to get too close to that guy.
Okay. Top of round 5. Let's see. How did I put that sheet? Give me 1 quick second. Toril and Talandris, both of you hear this echoing chant, sort of streaming through the air, and it's screaming like a bunch of voices cheering, saying, "Sunstrider! Sunstrider!" Balthazar.
Balthasar's getting a little bit more apprehensive as we get closer to actual battle, but I will continue to move forward, this time up to Oriana's side. And I will let loose. And let's go Firebolt again at this green dot.
Old reliable.
And just misses.
And I will, I'll be cursing through my beard. Oriana can hear me because I'm getting very frustrated at this point.
Okay, Talandris, downing a potion, throwing the vial down, and continuing to rush.
I will charge upon this specter and swing with my usual routine. Right sword and then follow through with a twin strike.
$16 hits.
Using the +1 and everything?
So that would actually be 10.
It's barely standing after that attack.
And here comes my twin strike. I'll try the anklets and try and take the hit.
So in a scissor-like motion, you sweep it across the neck, and you watch as the smiling head puffs off. And as it begins to tumble towards the ground, it just turns to ash as the body disintegrates. It is no more.
Ooh, man.
Talandris, you look as you cut and you turn, and you see a line of guards standing against what seems to be a lot of zombies forming into what looks to be a horde.
Guys, that is a lot of zombies. I don't know how we're gonna cut our ways through there.
Oriana.
Oh, shit. So we brute force it. Let's see.
We see any doors like through this shop right here?
So the guards are currently fighting against the horde of zombies?
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's at the edge of my vision here.
So you can see these guards, and you see they have their pikes out, and you see they're sort of stabbing and kind of taking a step back. And every once in a while, through just the vaguest edge of shadow, you can see what seems to be multiple arms clawing out and trying to grasp at them as they're sort of trying to keep whatever it is at bay.
I'm gonna... There's nothing I mean, can I make that? Well, I guess I can, I just don't know. It might be disbanded.
It's like right at the edge. That's why you can only see what seems to be a lot of arms moving around.
Can I still make that attack then, the firebolt? With the...
Yes.
Okay. I'll do that. For 17.
17 hit.
5 damage. And then, as a free action, I'll just shout, so, what's the plan here, guys? It's not fun up there.
I yell back that perhaps we should grab, I assume this thing in front of me is like a cart that's on fire. That's what it looks like. I don't know, maybe
it is turned over on its side.
So I say, grab the cart and push it upright and wheel it towards the zombies. Perhaps we can use it as a burning barricade to hold them back.
Burning battering.
Callus.
Same thing, readying my action for anything that comes up from behind us.
Okay.
Shit, the thing blocking my vision makes it so I can't see my dagger. Hold on, I gotta move myself back so I can see my dagger.
I'll move it to you.
Well, it can only move 20. It can only move 20 feet. So just make sure you only move it forward 20 feet.
20 feet, right there.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, seeing this giant horde of zombies and this group of guards in front of me, I also have my glowing Khopesh in my hand now.
Okay, sheathed your dagger, pulled out your sword again.
Shit,
Strike him down!
I can't do anything. All my spells are concentration, so to cast anything that I know, anything I can do would require me to drop Divine Favor, and I don't want to do that. So I will ready my action to attack anything that, any creature that is adjacent to me.
Do you have Sacred Flame?
Oh, I guess I do have. I wasn't looking at cantrips. I was only looking at spell slots. I do have Sacred Flame.
That Deathlock was vulnerable to Radiant. Okay, this horde is going to somehow try to make a group dexterity save. Nope.
Alright, so radiant fire comes down from heaven and blasts the horde for...
You watch as it comes down and it hits a group, and you see that a couple of them just disintegrate.
Ah, they don't seem to like that. Bring the cart forward, my friends.
Those guys there. Alright, the Sun Cloaks are each step up. Each one is going to try to deliver an attack. First one. Ooh. Okay, so that's 12 plus 12, 24. Okay, so 24 plus 8 is 32 plus 10. Wow. 42. Wow, this guard went fucking ham. Second guard. Missing with a third guard, hit me with a 23. Fourth guard, missing with a 6. These two are going to start trying to bandage each other's wounds as they have been through a hell of a fight. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to help.
Okay, I'm gonna continue my move pull. I'm gonna go to here. There.
Alright, it is the Horde's turn. Oh, I can do it to all of them. Okay. The Horde is going to try to overwhelm the 4 guards. Or 3 of the guards. They need to make dexterity saving throws. This is for the one up top. He makes it.
Mark, does the Horde basically just move over them?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so these two get pushed back as they get forward, but however, Mr. Wrench, I'm going to move this, I'll move him to the front, gets sucked into the Horde. He takes Okay. He's going to take 46. Plus
Okay.
3, so he takes 22 points of bludgeoning damage as they're starting to chew and bite and scratch.
I thought
he
I
is-
heard you say he took 46. I was like,
And
well,
he
he's
is-
fucked.
He's taking 4d6. And he is officially grappled. Belth.
So I'm going to continue to move up, continuingly slower than Jareth. I do get a peek of this zombie horde, and I see our brave hero Toril entering the fray.
Where
And
you're
I-
at, technically this horde is going to have 3/4 cover.
Okay, that's fine, because I'm actually going to target Toril on this one. So I'm going to click a spell that I have. It's a favorite from the gear trinkets of the gnomes, the
Nice.
dark gnomes, and it is called Gear Shield. So on Toril, you're going to get a +2 bonus to AC and any Dex and Con saving throws.
Holy shit!
So, Toro, you're sitting there ready to face this horde, and all of a sudden you hear Balthazar's booming voice. Lavish in the protection of my people, and you watch as all these spinning gears begin to hover and move around you as they sort of sparkle in their sort of metallic glory.
Praise be the Gear Lord!
Gear
Fight on, Master Toril! And, yeah, that will be the end of my turn.
Talandris. You know Talandris just wants to 300 into that horde, right?
You know, originally I was thinking that I also liked Toro's initial idea. So I'm going to attempt. Wait, first I'm gonna walk over and my idea will depend on if I see wheels on this turned over cart.
Okay, if you want to look at wheels, you're going to have to go to the other side. You do see wheels.
I will, for the moment at least, sheathe my 2 blades. I'm going to turn this cart over and try to push it into the mass of zombies.
Okay, give me an athletics check to try to flip it over. Okay, you lift it, and it falls back. You take 14 points of fire damage from the heat of the burning wagon.
So I take
Yeah.
14, I wasn't able to grab somewhere that wasn't burning.
The whole entire thing is burning. That's why I put 2 large fireballs on this thing. But you gritted your teeth, went in there, and you tried to lift it up. And I mean, have you ever been close to the fire? It gets hot the closer you get to it.
Have you ever seen fire? How it works?
Putting your hand close to a campfire. And that's a big campfire.
Okay, gritting my teeth, I repeat my little phrase that I do when I go into second mode and go back to my blades, turn back towards the game of zombies. That'll be my turn.
Oriana, you watched as Talandris went over shield, sheathed his swords and tried to lift this up and had to drop it and immediately back away as you're watching some of his hair sort of smoke and his clothes and his armor smoking as well as he's trying to put out some fires. He had a good idea, but it's definitely a lot larger than one person can manage to try to lift this up.
Well, I have an 8 strength, so I'm not going to make an attempt. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to get into better range of the horde. And I will throw more fire at them because it seems effective enough. 18. For 3 damage.
Okay.
And that's all I will do for this turn.
Gallus.
Gallus is going to double move. Are these barrels? I'm just going to end my turn right there. Hello?
Okay. Actually, he's the only one, so I'm going to take him. Toral, it is your turn.
Alright, so almost barbarian-like in nature, you see Toral, for the glory of Pelor, his glowing Khopesh in his hand, now also surrounded by these mystical gears. He's just going to dive headlong towards this horde. Sword flashing, shield in front of him, and spiritual weapon by his side. So I will move forward with my sword and attack the horde. And I will see what this does. God fucking...
Shit. Okay. You step into
I
raise
bonus
your,
action attack again.
you step in to raise your sword and try to drive it down inside, but the amount of hands and clawing fingers and arms in the way make it so hard to catch purchase. But the 11 does hit, as you're able to rebound and scrape it against someone's head.
So that's 11 radiant damage then.
They take all of that damage.
Let's see how many crit fails I can roll tonight. This will be awesome.
Are you chanting Will Wheaton today?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that means, because I don't watch stuff on YouTube that's
He
D&D.
curses dice rolls.
He always rolls 1s.
And yeah, I guess I'm gonna be Will Wheaton tonight.
Okay, let's see. This guy, top guard. Whoops, that's the horde. Way too many handouts. Hits with a 16. Doing 9. Second guard inside is going to try to break free. He fails. He is still stuck as arms are just... It's that zombie scene where the guy's in there and he's like sort of spread eagled out by all the different hands and there's like mouths all over him. Like he's getting devoured. The guy before him is just in utter horror trying to get his garrison mate out of there. Critting. So the total damage... Okay, so that is 12, 24, 36, 46. 46. 48. 48 divided by 2 is 24. It's a good thing I'm wasting all my crits with these guards. Third guy's gonna go in. Ugh. He misses.
Hell.
Okay. Got Christmas rolls all night long. Alright, that's the end of those guys. Those guys are still trying to bandage up. Jareth, this guard right here looks to you and says, "Do you wish me to carry the lady for you, my lord?"
I ask Lonville real quick. I'm gonna try helping to get this cart over if possible.
He's going to use his action to gently take her, allowing you to join the fray. I'll protect her with my life.
You want to try again, Talandras, and lift this cart together? I'll get close and we can try again. Together.
It's harder than it looks.
Can I get close to it and then try with his help, or how would we do that? Like,
You could also run forward and slay zombies.
yeah. That's
Doug,
probably
did you minus the 14 fire damage?
Yeah, and then a second win.
Oh, I see, I saw it. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely try to push that thing over. Just be advised that you guys are going to take fire damage when you do it.
Nah, that's okay. They're almost dead.
So, I love the idea, but it's super hot.
I'm gonna go there for 30. I'll stop there.
Okay. Alright. This guard is pretty much dead. Well, we'll see. Doesn't even have that high of a number. Alright, they rip him limb from limb. That guard is no more.
Wow.
Okay, and the Horde gets to make 3 attacks. They're going to make 2 attacks at advantage against guard at the bottom, Toro, and who's bleeding more? The guy at top is bleeding more.
Yeah, I'm technically not bleeding yet. I lowered my hit points because I had leveled myself, but didn't put it back down.
Okay, so it misses the guy on the bottom. This one's at Toro. Missing with an 11, and then the guy at top.
Mark, are those attacks with advantage?
Oh. Shit. I forgot. Here. Guy at the bottom hits, Toro hits. I didn't want to try to crit fish that. That would have been terrible of me. However,
did you make 5 rolls for 2 attacks with advantage? Or
yeah, so the guy on the bottom would be a 6 and a 16, and then you were 11, 24, and then the guy on top next to Jareth was the 7.
oh, okay, gotcha.
You two at the bottom got hit. You take 12 points of slashing from the hands, and then the guard next to you will take 11 points of slashing. As he screams out in absolute pain. He might be missing a hand after that. That's the end of the Horde's turn.
I maintain concentration on my divine favor.
Okay. Balthazar. The Horde is slowly being whittled down. You know what? We'll do this, since it's at have strength, we'll make it small.
I'm assuming I can stand in this space. It's kind of under this awning.
Yep. You're in front of this sort of clothing shop right now, and you're standing underneath the awning. Okay.
I just wanted to stand. I love fire, but there's a dead guy sitting right there. I didn't want to be on top of. I'm going to just go with trusty firebolts on the zombie horde.
Okay, sounds good.
For 7 fire damage. And I'll stay here.
Alright, Talandris.
I rush in and try to gracefully slip past the guard, and then I'm going to just swing into this mass.
Sounds good. A 9 hits.
And then I continue my momentum and come in with the twin strike.
14 or 15 hits. Okay, there's barely a couple of them left, just sort of clawing and trying to bite and chew on whatever they can. Oriana.
I will continue moving up. I'll stick right here, and I will launch another firebolt at the horde.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Natural 20. So the rule is on crits that it's the base damage and then you roll, so it's 10.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that you did 30 points of damage with your fireball.
Well, no, I was gonna say because I did what Ken did when he added it, when he changed it, so it's the 10.
Yeah, he
base.
did it right.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that was right before I.
Oh, so that's what you want to do. Okay, so 13.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I put that in right. So it's 10, and understood the rules of a critical hit.
The horde is no more. You guys look ahead and you see that there are a bunch of these Suncloak guards on the ground. A lot of them disemboweled, nearly cut in half. And those of you can see just at the edge of your visions what seems to be an amalgamation of bones and steel plates carrying shields and swords. Do you have any movement left you want to use, Oriana?
Yeah, I have that 10 feet that I just moved up. That'll be my turn. Ooh, I can see a couple guards.
I wanted to design this like an old school arcade side-scrolling game.
It's actually pretty fun.
Okay.
I'm super enjoying this.
Let's see. Point out, can everybody do me a favor and use your ruler and show me your vision, please?
I can see this thing right here.
I can see back to Alana.
Okay, Balthazar, you see what seems to be a very tall looking zombie fighting alongside these creatures. Those of you that can see within the 60 feet, you're looking at they're wearing shields, what seems to be a bunch of put together chainmail and plates, and they are seemingly hacking and cutting these guards to pieces. First one is going to attack this guard here. Ah, oh, fucking auto damage. Every time I bring in one of these characters from a different game. Okay, so he'll take 3, missing with the 9. Okay, Warrior 2 is going to attack. Missing with an 11. Missing with another 11. And this one is going to attack. Hitting that one with a 23, and that one with a 20. So 6 to him, and okay, I believe that's the end of their turn. Callus.
I'm going to look back, and are the guards going to be following us?
You see the one that is carrying Ilana is getting ready to start following, and the others are sort of, they now have got like some rough bandages on them, sort of stifling the worst of their cuts, and they look like they're going to be trying to form a protective sort of bodyguard for him.
So, seeing that they're going to basically protect Ilana, I give them a nod, and then I'm going to charge forward. And I'll be good there.
Okay, sounds good. Five, 10, 15, 20. Toral.
Alright, seeing that the guards are still being attacked, and the scattered horde of zombies now smoldering in flames, I will brush off the damage that I took from the horde as they reached out and grabbed me, and continue to move forward. That's a double move and moving my dagger.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Suncloak guards. Five, 10, 15. Okay, that's going to be their movement. Okay. 23 is going to come down here, help this guy bandage up with his action. 5, 10, 15. As he drops his pike, pulls out his crossbow. He's going to attack Red 1. Missing with a 10. The one next to Red 1 is going to try to attack Red 1 with a pike. God damn, these guys are critting like crazy! Son of a bitch. Okay, I just need to write down this. Hold on. So 24 base. Okay. 24, 34, and 40. Wow, this guard went fucking He-Man and killed this thing.
That's crazy damage. That would have killed me.
These are some well-trained city guards.
Yeah, thank God.
You didn't think I'd give you the shitty 8 HP, 12 AC guards, did you?
Maybe.
I had no idea what to expect.
Kind of.
This guy that almost looks like he's gonna go down is gonna try to attack red 2. Hopefully I stop critting on these so you guys have like a good excuse to actually get in there and attack. Okay, missing with a 16. This guy's gonna step up over here. Missing with a 12. Missing with a 17, those guys up there. Whoops, 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 whoops. Fuck. Get out of here, you fucker. Oh, there it is. Okay, this guy's going to attack him. He definitely hits that guy, and that guard is toast. So he flies over here, splats against the wall, dead. See this lumbering zombie that looks to be all hoarded muscle mass, Ken? Begin to walk forward, and with a backhand, he's going to try to take the guard out that's next to him. Missing with a 10. Jareth.
Well, I mean, I basically have to run to get into the action. I'm gonna go by Toril, I think. There, that's all I can do.
Okay. Horde is dead. Top of round 7, Balthazar.
I am going to move there. And I will target this red dot 2. Just a firebolt.
Okay.
Ooh, 12?
12 misses as you hit off of its shoulder pauldrons and it just sort of skates off.
Alrighty, I am down to cantrip, so I will stay here.
So I just double move and I stop right there next to Toril and Jareth.
Okay. Or
Alright. Me 25, 30. Uh-oh. Rolling would do that. And then from here, is this guy still alive?
he is not, sorry. Let me...
Right. What is that thing?
You remember something that looks strangely familiar that you have fought before inside one of the operation rooms / temples.
Oh.
You remember this lumbering zombie with unnatural strength.
I will throw a firebolt over at him
Okay.
for an 11.
An 11 misses him.
Alright. And then that will be my turn.
Red 2 is going to attack the guard. I need to try to get rid of these guards because they crit so much. Nope. Missing with both attacks. Red 3 is going to attack his guard. Missing with a 15, missing with a 12. Callus.
Talos has to get in there, so he's going to double move. Woo, I'm here, guys. That's it.
Alright. I'm hoping that Pelor doesn't want me to suck anymore. That he's let me feel ashamed enough already. So I will go ahead and attack this guy, this red 2, twice.
"17 hits."
Awesome. That's maximum damage. I don't know if he's wearing armor and that would take into account, but that is I did the maximum amount of sword damage I can do. 13 total radiant.
You tore off a lot of the links of the broken chainmail, exposing more of the weird brownish grayish, like globulary flesh and just desiccated skin underneath. Oh, that's how Max.
It's close, but no, I just looked. I thought 10 was my max, but apparently 11 is. But I like your description. I just won't assume his AC is lowered.
His AC, it's still at 17.
Alright, so as a bonus action, I will attack him again with my longsword.
Okay. "21 definitely hits."
Doing 12 more radiant. That is maximum damage. The 11 is a max.
"12 total." You're beasting this guy right now. But you can see that the hits almost have no effect on this creature, as it just seems to be just wily rage and energy, just swinging its axe as wildly as it can, and you're taking chunks of it off, but this thing does not show any signs of stopping. This guard is going to try to hit him.
It is rather persistent, even when its arm is missing.
He
Get it,
does
Jareth.
hit. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's an annoying habit. Well done!
With an almost terrified, like, ah! Then he pulls it out and the thing folds over dead. This poor bastard that's getting surrounded is going to try to attack the big one that took a swipe at him. Missing with an 8. He is fucking terrified right now. This guard here is going to continue to fire his crossbow. And he's going to try to shoot the big one. Missing with a 13. These other guards are going to 5, 10, 15. Whoa. They're going to start to bunch together to protect the noble woman. They're forming like a battle line around Balthazar. I have a feeling this guy's gonna die now. I think he just missed him. Just missed that guard, barely, but he's gonna come back in and try to finish him off. That guard is toast. Like a rotten pumpkin, you watch as the backhand almost splatters this guard as he flies, hits the wall, lands on the ground, just a crumpled mass of flesh and bones. Jareth.
I'm gonna move up to that big guy, just kill them, yelling for divine justice against him. I'm gonna go there and attack him.
Okay. 22 definitely hits.
And 8 for now. That's all I got right now. I am gonna attempt to knock him down with my shield.
Okay.
6.
Here's his strength.
Oh God.
7.
Oh!
So he falls prone. And you watch as he kind of lumbers over. While he may be strong, he's not that dexterous. So we'll give him the prone symbol. Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Ah, that's good.
Top of round 8, Balthazar.
Balthazar and I will continue to move my fast pace of 25 feet. And I will launch a fireball at number 4. Oh wait, he's prone. Never mind. I'm going to go at number 3.
Yeah, try and set him up for Talandris and Toril and Callum.
And I'm assuming a 9 will miss.
Which one are you trying to hit?
3?
A 9 does miss 3, as again, they're covered in this patchwork armor and with their shield. They're pretty imposing warriors to try to attack.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Talandris, you just watched as Jareth cut into the larger, muscular zombie and forced it to the ground prone.
Seeing the setup, I kind of smile and will charge right beside Jareth and go into like a downward slash followed by a double downward stab with both blades.
$18. Wait. Where are you? Did you move?
You are using the +1, right, Talandris?
Yeah,
Did you move your Kirk?
sorry, I forgot to move the token. Yeah, that's why that's unmarked.
Was that 7 slashing then, or you already added
Yep,
it to
it'll take 7 slash.
It's not added on there.
I didn't know if you were like thinking that this guy was still alive or something. I was like, wait, where are you back there?
No, sorry, I was describing it so much I forgot to move the token. Yeah, 20 with the twin strike.
20 definitely hits. Ooh, 15.
Doug, are you remembering to add the +1 for the magic that you're getting for all your attacks
He
with
just
your
asked
weapon?
about that, and yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm adding it. I'm adding it in my head too, and adding it on it. Okay, that the end of your turn, Doug?
Yep.
Oriana.
Alright, shall move forward a bit more in my continuous, slow-paced journey across this map. 15. Both of these guys are good, okay. 3. And I shall cast another firebolt at that guy.
Okay.
Number
It's almost as if Thodor has rejoined us.
Well, don't do that.
12?
I'm 3.
A 12 just misses.
Ah, alright.
Well, it doesn't just miss, it misses. The magic number for the big guy is 15.
Ooh.
Plus, he is prone. He didn't want to attack him anyway. He wanted to attack the other guy.
Oh, I would have had disadvantage on that. That's right. Well,
It's all good. I was going to say it, but you rolled a 12. I said, miss.
You already missed anyway.
Yeah. It's funny, I roll one crit and then all my rolls are back to being shit. Alright, that'll be my turn.
Okay. This crazy character is going to run up here and it's going to take 2 slices at you. Talandris. 16, which I assume misses.
16 misses.
And then a 18, which
Going
might
to
just
attempt
miss.
to lock blades with you.
Okay.
I can use protection to protect him too, can't I? Use it.
You can, but you gotta.
No, I know.
I'll say it's too late at this one, but you can reach over and say that you're going to use a reaction to do that. But he forces right through your blade as you don't get it up in time to Talandris, and he gets you in the shoulder. He does 6 points of slashing damage with his battle axe.
Yeah, I had to read to see if the monster had to be 5 feet away or the person I'm protecting had to be 5 feet away. I wasn't sure.
I'll move you guys to the front so you can see each other's health bars. Cal.
I'm going to go there, and I'm going to swing my whip chain at Red 4.
Okay, this is a ranged attack, so this will have disadvantage. And I think with 10 feet, you need to be here. 5, 10. Okay, it does miss. Again, it's just with the group of peeps right there. It's really hard to get that chain whipping around and through an open space.
Okay.
Those guys are busy eating.
Alright, it's nice that all these guys caught up to me when my movement speed is faster than everybody, but I'm liking it.
You gave
I'm
us some
going
time
to
and you were
move-
bravely fighting.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm glad that Callus even made it ahead of me. That little dwarf is running pretty quick. I'm going to move forward to try to help Talandris because he looks like he's in danger there. So I will attack this guy twice for the last time.
Okay, sounds good.
I will be out of my extra bonus action attacks at the end of this turn.
23 definitely hits.
Alright, so 13 radiant, and then as a bonus action, I will whip my longsword at him again.
Okay, you rip into his back, again destroying the chainmail, knocking his AC down as well. Twice, actually. You destroyed his armor twice. I can't remember off the top of my head, Jeremy. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. But let's keep it then melee with reach of 10. forgot to add on the extra. There you go. Awesome. That was pretty ridiculous. Okay. This guard sees that you guys have moved in close, so he's going to drop his pike as well, pull out his crossbow. The guard to the north of Oriana is going to shoot red 3. Hitting. He is dead. The guard next to Oriana is going to try to shoot the big guy, but it's going to be a disadvantage. Missing with a 7. And the lady train is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they're going to use their movement to fall in.
I like it.
He's going to stand up. And he's looking for some retribution. He's going to attack Jareth once and Talandris once. Jareth, 12, missing. This one is going to be aimed at Talandris. $14 missing. That's why I waited.
I heard it, Mark. You were setting him up. If he didn't say it, I wouldn't let him say it now.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
I did the long path.
I gotta get used to it. Sorry.
Okay, that sounds good, Jeremy. That's my bad. Jareth, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll continue my attacks against this guy, the big guy.
Oh, dang!
Ooh, and I get to try see if that crit thing works. It didn't think it worked. Oh, it did. Right? Is that right?
Okay, so you're 8, so 12.
That is right. You should spend a smite.
Oh no, I don't have any more spell slots left. I gave
darn!
I gave my last spell slot to Talandris for his sword. Because I didn't think I'd be fighting.
Okay, so he'll take 12 points. Are you going to try to shove him back down?
Yeah, I'll do that again.
Okay, here comes his strength. 16.
Sit back down.
Boom. He is prone.
That's a level 4 on expertise on that level 4.
Talandris is licking his lips.
I undid my expertise setting because I'm not leveled yet.
Nice. Top of round. Oh, you're not level 4?
No, you didn't. It's just I'm still level 3 yet. I had to sleep before I'm level 4. I took everything down for this fight.
Oh. Okay. So technically you wouldn't have had that spell.
No, that's why I asked if it was okay.
Oh, okay. Top of round 9.
He has to take a full rest. He had XP from last session, but we haven't full rested.
Yeah, we haven't full rested yet. So I took everything down. Otherwise, I'd have an 18 strength and a bunch of other stuff.
I move my 25 feet, continuing forward. I am going to send a firebolt. Oh wait, no, he's still prone, right?
He is still prone, correct.
Okay, so then I will go for this blue dot 1 up here.
Okay, and you're watching as this thing is kind of crouched, chewing on this guard's arm and just feasting.
14.
14 definitely hits this guy.
With a 2 damage. It's either a shit roll or a shit damage roll.
So you watch as your firebolt streaks out and just aces this thing on the temple. And you watch its ghoulish form begin to like scream and look at you guys almost like a weird looking feral cat. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, nothing too exciting for me.
Talandris.
To dig my blades deep into this mass of undeadness, whatever it is.
Do it.
17.
A 17 does hit. And we're moving at a pretty good pace too, so this is awesome.
Okay, here goes the 20 straight.
20 hits. Okay, so that's 4 plus 8, so 12. Okay. That guy's busy fighting something. Oriana.
I will once again, well, alright. 20 feet. I will instead use my out fireball.
Okay.
Or reliable.
And you're going against blue one?
Yes, because he's prone.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. Callus, you're up next.
2 damage. And that'll be, well, I will also move up a little bit as well.
Okay. You guys are just peppering that ghoul.
Right
2
there.
points of fire damage. Callus, you are up. This attack has advantage.
Counts on his board. Brings swings with his pickaxe and he goes, "Oh!"
Somebody give me a crit here, come on. A 23 will hit. You guys are really beginning to chip away at this hulking brute. $10, 15, 20. As the repeated firebolt attacks have drawn the ire of this ghoul. It's going to try to attack you with some claws. 15 total.
I will miss.
Okay, it is your turn. Your rebuttal,
Right.
sir.
As he saved me the trouble of having to move up to him, I will graciously oblige with a Kopesh slash to his face.
Oh yes,
There's the crit you were asking for, Mark.
It's on the wrong guy. I think this dude's toast anyways.
I have to add some extra damage here.
Okay, so
That is correct for the slashing, but I have to do the crit damage for the divine favor.
14 plus 4, 18, so roll a d4.
Well, it's gonna be 14 plus 7, so 21 total.
Perfect. You cleave this thing from clavicle to groin and it just splits in half. All the nasty greenish black ichor inside and the chunks of meat that it just swallowed is just drooping out on the...
As a bonus action, I will attack with my spiritual weapon with advantage because the creature's prone.
Yep. Almost.
Almost.
24 definitely hits.
Doing 10 force damage to the creature that's prone on the ground.
It's bellowing out now like an injured, sort of undead lion. And it's just making this terrible bellowing sound as it's... If an undead could be angry, this thing's pretty angry.
And then I just step forward with my sword up in the air, ready to bring it down on it.
Okay, the sun cloaks are going to hang back and protect the lady. since you guys have that thing surrounded, it is the greater zombie's turn. It is going to stand up. It's going to take a backhand swipe at Callus that hit it.
No, I can't protect Callus.
And you can use protection?
I can't, he's too far away.
Oh, okay, so this is a normal. 13 Callus?
Nope.
Nope, that was a nope.
That was a no.
Okay, thank you. And he's going to try to do an intelligence check. Nope. That floating dagger hit really hard, and he's going to swing out at it and miss. Jareth.
Yeah, I'm going to try to release this poor soul's suffering.
$16 hits.
That's actually max damage. Yeah, I did max. That's my max slashing.
You cut off one of its arms.
Soon you'll rest.
And are you going to try to knock him down again?
Knock him down again.
Okay, here comes his 23.
This time he doesn't go down.
He's defiant in his last little bits of unlife, refusing to fall
It shall
prone.
be his undoing because Balthazar's like, oh look, the target is easier to hit now.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the only one sitting here saying, please don't knock down. Please don't knock down.
Either way, like if I knock it down, it's good for us. If I don't knock it down, it's good for you.
You guys are beginning to feel the exertion of everything that has happened since you have left the basement temple of the Desert Rose. This has been a solid minute of fighting, magic casting, and near sprinting to get to this area where you guys are. This has been a long, deadly, drawn-out battle. Balthazar, it is your turn.
I'm going to stay put where I'm at, but I am going to firebolt this number 4.
$15 hits.
That's pretty decent. 7. Fire damage.
You plop his head and it explodes.
Pop.
And he falls backward onto the ground.
Aha! I got one!
Okay, are you going to stay there?
Yeah, I will go ahead and... well, actually, there isn't any enemies in that area. So I could safely move my 25. Let's go up to there.
Okay. Talandris. All the foes around you have seemingly fallen. However, the sounds of battle are still carrying up further along the...
I rush there, and as I'm rushing forward, I'm going to down a potion and go back into my stance.
Okay. And you do catch a glimpse at what seems to be another one of the thin, ghoulish figures that sort of snaps up a piece of like wrist and hand in its mouth as it's chewing on it, sees you, drops it, and looks like it's going to come after you. That guy's busy doing something, or
Mark, as we're hacking and slashing through these undead creatures, I just want to ask, do we recognize any of them, perhaps, as being the townsfolk that maybe we've seen passing by, or anything like that, or...
a lot of these zombies are past their fresh date, I guess you could say.
Okay, that's
a lot, yeah. Pretty bad. Like, there's a lot of skin discoloration, and you're noticing more and more that a lot of these zombies, the zombies in particular, their eyes are missing, and there's old darkened stains coming out of their ears, nose, and eye sockets.
Is this a body here that would cause difficult terrain, or is this just more like
That's
blood and guts?
if you stand in that square or try to move through it, that would be difficult terrain. Walking on the blood, like if you manage to squeeze like from here to here, would be not difficult terrain, even though there's blood there. But that body is more than half of that space.
Alright, I will go around it then. 25, 30. And I can see the edge of him, but he would have cover for me, wouldn't he?
It would have 3/4 cover, I'd say. Plus, what is that, a +5 to AC?
I have... I'm not gonna waste shatter.
Your AC's not very high.
Yeah,
you guys have been hitting him
firebolt.
well. So
Okay.
the AC for this creature right now with the firebolt. Oh, you hit him. It would have been 17.
It's a 4 damage.
It lets out a just horrifyingly high-pitched screech. As again, you're just peppering these poor ghouls with firebolts.
I'll just say to Talandris, be prepared. I think I might have pissed it off.
Callus.
Callus is charging forward. I'll be good here.
Okay, did you want to prepare your action?
Yeah, I'll prepare my action for if any enemies come my way.
Perfect. 5, 10, 15. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. So go ahead and make your attack. Just let me know which one.
Since Blue 2 was the first one, I'm going to attack him.
Okay. War pick to the brain. 13 hits. You damn near killed that thing. However, it is still alive, and it's going to attack Talandris with your pick still inserted into its head. Talandris, it's going to reach out and try to bite you. Actually, no, it's going to claw at you. Missing with a 7. 3 is going to follow up, and it's going to try to bite your extended arm as you have it out on your pickaxe. Callus. Missing with a 6. Alright. That's terrible. That's the end of... Let me make sure. Hold on a second. Stop it. Okay, that's the end of their turn. Twirl.
Alright, so seeing that they're occupied with those two little ghoulish creatures, I will go ahead and dash forward. I can see these shaded red creatures up ahead, right?
Yep, and you notice the silhouettes, and they're definitely moving like the very fast, twitchy zombies. And just at the edge of your vision, you see a guard that they are currently wrapped around and eating.
Rip.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Hold on, let me make sure they're the right distance away. Okay, I can hit number 2 at least. I'm gonna go ahead and Sacred Flame number 2.
Okay, they do have pretty good dexterity, but you never know until you try. Ooh, he fails with a 7. He'll take the 6.
Right on. So 6 Radiant on him, and I have moved, and I've used my bonus action. So I will... And my action, so I'll stop.
Okay, they're just going to bite at advantage, and I think this guard's toast, so... 25, 3 piercing. 19. Oh, they only did 5 points of damage, but that's chunks of flesh, so this guard's in a lot of pain. Does anybody have a band-aid? Okay. That's the end of their turn. He is in a panic state, so he is going to just try to stab at one of them. He is restrained, disadvantage with a pike. Minus, he doesn't get it. This guy is going to shoot this lumbering figure. Actually, no, I'll wait on that until you guys get closer. This guy's dead, Jareth.
About to be with the Laundress and Callus.
You instinctively look back and you see the small retinue of city guards forming a square barrier around the noblewoman and the one guard's arms, and they're slowly making their way up in a sort of turtle formation.
Yeah, I'm actually really loving that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to finish off this guy. And a miss. But I will try to knock him down.
Okay. They're not very strong.
I'm really low on strength today.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, I'm gonna roll that again. No, he falls. It's a 7. Blue 2 is prone. I forgot to take that off. And I forgot to attack Callus with advantage. But that's my fault. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Round 11, Balthazar.
Do I want to move? I'll stay there. I'm gonna shoot fireball at 3 blue dot.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, there we go.
Hit.
Hey, there we go.
That one did a lot of damage.
Coming back.
Alright. Go ahead and move if you want to Laundry.
I'm going to attempt to finish off this blue in front of me. And then if so, I'm going to try to dash past its prone body and spin it.
Okay. First attack's at advantage. $19 hits. Or 20 hits, sorry. It is dead.
I will then kind of roll off of it and go in with the twin strike on the other one.
Okay, so 10 feet of movement.
Oh, sorry, that was the advantage.
Okay, the 22 will hit, but you're currently standing there. And you managed to cut this one's head off as well.
I'll move over. So I end my movement there.
You have five more feet of movement if you want. There you go.
I'll move. And 20 behind Coral. So with the fire coming in from this side, I can see these guys over here? I guess I can move forward another 10 feet. Well,
Yeah, you should be able. You should
Then
be
I
able to
will-
see him.
assist this guard by peppering more zombies
Okay.
with a natural 1, so that's not gonna happen.
Doesn't. You're being extra careful, making sure that you're not the cause of that guard's death. And yeah, it did just you managed to shoot wide, flaring the flames on the burning wagon.
The wagon was already burning, so I'm fine.
Yep. Callus.
And Talos will double move. Alright, there we go.
Okay. All these guys are dead.
It's done, Dylan. Okay. I will move forward 35 feet. It looks like I'm just as fast as that dwarf. And I will, as a bonus action, move my spiritual weapon, but I can no longer see it, Mark, so you'll have to move it for me.
20 right next to Oriana.
Okay. And then I will Sacred Flame, number 2.
This time, however, it manages to scramble onto the other side of the body. In just that creepy, like vampires crawling on the wall type of way. Just get it and just moves out of the way. It's nasty.
You cannot escape Pelor's eye. The next one will hit you in the face.
This poor bastard. They're just going to continue to eat him. $20 for 4. 25 for 4. They're literally taking chunks out of his flesh with max damage bites. This Suncloak guard is no more, as they're just... You're watching now as the two zombies are getting bathed in blood, as they're both ripping chunks out of his throat, piercing the arteries, and it's just gushing out Tarantino like fountains of blood. That's the end of their turn. Okay, Toro. You look and you see some more guards that seem to be fighting one of those larger abominations that you fought earlier. Missing. Hitting. Hitting. 10. Oh, wow. 16, 26 between the two of them. Okay, he is not resistant. A lot of damage. Okay. Joe.
Okay, so I'm going to move. Go crazy. Okay, I'm trying to see where I need to go. I couldn't see around that cart for some reason.
Oh, it's meant to obscure your vision.
Double move to get to this other pool.
Okay.
As far as I can do.
Round 12, Balthazar.
I take my 25 feet of movement to here, and I can see a couple of ghoulish characters that Jareth is facing off with.
Yes. These ones definitely look more zombie-ish than ghoulish.
Zombie-ish. So I will go ahead and we'll just go with number 2. Oh, nice.
Definitely hits.
Oh, there we go.
You're stealing all of Oriana's mojo.
Getting better, getting better. So yeah, so I will stay here, and that's it.
Okay. Talandra.
I'm going to rush up, double moving to where Jareth's at.
Okay. This commander is going to take 3 attacks at the abomination. Oh, actually, he's holding his breath. And let's see here. Hit what? God damn it! God. I thought I did all this earlier. We'll say the 21 hits. Then he's going to make 2 longsword attacks. Missing with the 10, missing with the 12. Hitting with a 12. That's its natural armor for 11 slashing.
That's like a 12 AC. Nice.
He's just, as you remember before, he's just a bunch of flesh sewn together in layers with metal stitching. Okay, Oriana.
Waiting on doing it.
Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't even add this guy in the fucking initiative.
I will move forward by 30 feet. 20, 25. Okay. Then I shall read the spell description before I do anything. What's the temperature like outside right now, out of curiosity?
It is late spring, so it's technically the afternoon, even though the sun is in eclipse. It's probably, I don't know, probably in the 60s.
And, I cannot see behind him. That is a guard or a zombie. I will just firebolt to the big dude, because I can't think of anything better to do right now. I have to come up with something.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I will miss with a firebolt. Oh no. I'm too lost in thought of what my next step should be.
Callus.
Just go come up. Go for the red one.
Okay. An 8 misses as it leaps off of the body that it's currently chewing on as you come in and sweep.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not a fan of all the cone stuff showing up right now.
Okay, he is going to make a cleaver and a slam.
Oh, it's somebody else. Right.
Yeah, he's going to make a cleaver at the commander, and he's going to make a slam attack at the guard to the top. So here comes the cleaver against the commander. It just hits its plate armor. The commander takes 9 points of slashing. And here comes the slam attack. And that hits that guard, doing 7 points of bludgeoning. The guard needs to make a con save. Okay. Tor.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and dash forward. There. As a bonus action, I'll move my knife. And then I will go ahead and attack number 1. I no longer have the divine favor, so this is just a regular. My sword is no longer glowing.
Okay.
Sorry, I had advantage clicked, but I guess it's a 19.
Yeah, definitely hits.
So that just does the 6 slashing. And that will end my...
Okay. Who's the last person? Talandris is the last person. No. Jareth. Okay. Feral Zombie is going to take rake attack at Jareth. Why is it advantage? God damn it. So 23. He is going to grapple you and cling on to you, and he's going to make a bite. For another 23. You take 3 points of piercing damage, but nothing happens. And,
Sorry, wrong person to attack.
Yep. He doesn't know. He's crazy. And then this one is going to take 2 swipes. One at Toril and one at Callus.
Attention for Callus.
24 and 24. Toril, take 8 points of slashing, and I'm going to disadvantage attack Callus for natural 1. This guy has advantage on whoever attacks him next. That's the end of their turn. The Suncloak Guard.
Did you said you hit me with that 24, so I take 8 slashing? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
The guards are going to continue to attack the Abomination, and the turtle is slowly moving closer and closer. This guard's going to take a 5-foot step out after taking a punch to the face. This guy's going to move under the gable here. They're all going to shoot heavy crossbows. 12 hits, 6 misses, and this guy's bowstring snaps. So he throws down his crossbow, and he's going to pull his pike that is currently on his back. But this guy takes 19. That is the end of the guard's turn. Jared.
So grappled, do I get disadvantage when attacking that guy who's on me?
No. You are not restrained. He's just sort of hanging on to you, so your movement's 0, but you have all your regular.
Yeah, I'll just try to kill him while he's on me.
He's barely hanging on by a thread. Definitely hits.
So I stab him in the head basically and get off!
You stab into his midsection and worm your blade up into its chest until you see it start to protrude from its mouth as it's still trying to bite onto the blade before it eventually just stops twitching and you pull your blade out. Round 13, Balthazar.
I'm gonna move.
Oh, sorry.
Get a chance to move. If I attack one thing but then move, can I still use the shield against something else? Or it has to be the same target?
Nope. You can move to 1 if you want to try to knock him.
I just want to try knocking him down.
Okay. He is not very strong. God damn it. Disadvantage. 10. And he falls. Double advantage. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's really all I can do with it.
Okay, Balthazar, the zombie in between Callus and Jareth, is currently prone.
I'm gonna kill that big guy anyway.
Yeah, I see that. Thanks. I've already moved up my 25 feet. Pretty much all these guys over here are in. I will first go with. We'll just go straight firebolt at the Abomination.
Sounds good.
Oh!
9 sadly misses him.
A miss.
And that was your movement to get there?
Yep, I'm done.
Talandris.
Gonna try and finish off the prone zombie.
Okay. Toggle advantage. Okay, that's 30 feet of movement. No, 25. I can't do math. 16 hits. He is dead.
Huzzah!
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah. Okay. The commander in his shining plate and longsword is going to try to keep attacking this thing. Missing. Hitting. What is that? 17. And then his last attack is missing with an 8. You can see that he's been fighting this thing in his stink cloud for so long that his shots are starting to lose their accuracy as he's been holding his breath for quite a while. So that's 16, 17. Oriana.
Shall march forward some more. If I here. Yeah, I can't really move to him to use Gust of Wind yet. And I don't think rain will disperse the cloud of gas, so I will just launch another fire at the Abomination for a 16 and 2 damage.
Okay.
That will be my Chelsea.
Callus.
Javelin!
An 8 sadly misses.
It is not my night.
It is not your night. Okay. The Abomination is going to cleave at the commander. Hitting the commander for 5. And he's going to whip out a spiked chain at the guard in the back that dropped his crossbow. Missing with a 9 as he ducks.
Alright, so it's my turn?
Yes, it is.
So, Pelor, curse you, Abomination. You shall not win this day.
Oh no, I hate the spell. Alright, his -2 wisdom modifier.
It's a charisma save.
His -3 charisma modifier.
Even better.
Not very charismatic.
11.
That will fail, so he has to subtract a d4 from all saving throws and attack rolls.
We'll give him he is shocked. We'll give him the lightning bolts.
And then I will, that's my action, so I will hold my ground here. Since I took quite a hit from the last thing that hit me, I'm pretty damaged. I might stay back. Plus,
Okay,
all my
this
spells
guard,
have run out.
This guard with his pike, 5, 10. Hitting. Okay, the other 2. Crossbow miss, crossbow miss. He drops his crossbow as the string breaks on his. He's going to pull his pike up. Jareth.
Okay, I'm gonna stride towards the abomination, and what are the rules for holding your breath? Like, how long can you hold your breath if you want to?
You just hold your breath for it's equal to your Constitution modifier. So if you have a +3, you can hold your breath for 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'll hold my breath and move forward. And attack the guy.
Okay. 20 definitely hits. Messed him up with that thing.
I'll try to knock him down, though. He's big, and I'm kind of small.
Okay, he has advantage on this.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna knock him down.
Okay.
I feel Belzar cussing behind me too much.
Round 14, Balthazar. Steal the glory, my.
Going to take my movement. There. And yes, I am going to cross my fingers and shoot firebolts at the abomination. Son of a bitch.
10 just misses.
Leona, your turn.
And it,
Fourth on these.
Okay, Talandris.
Actually,
So
come on.
takes a deep breath and charges in with an attempt to take this thing down from the knees.
Six misses.
Continue my spin and hope that my twin strike takes it.
Oh no!
No! Yeah, I should have knocked him down, I guess.
Alright, the commander is gonna steal the glory.
That's fine. He's fighting the longest anyway.
Vader has been fighting him the longest, so I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Got him! He's dead. Again, you watch as the life force that's keeping this thing together leaves. The seams begin to pop, and the skin just begins to slough off and just plop all over the ground as this thing literally falls apart.
The last thing I want to run back to Alana.
Does the gas disperse when his body falls apart, or is it still just...
It begins to disperse, and it begins to hang on the ground like a low fog, and then it dissipates. You watch the commander sort of covered in gore and blood. Some of it is owned, some of it is not. Just sort of give each of you, Talandris, Jareth, a sort of nod. Thank you for your timely intervention. That thing was, well, as you can see, it killed quite a few of my men.
It was our pleasure. We have run across these things before.
They're pretty close. Just imagine, Jareth, that they've been keeping pace with Balthazar. So I'm not really just going to move them, but they're all like right here, the whole retinue of City Guard.
I'll run back to be at her side.
We
So I'm
were
assuming
able to
that-
assist a few of your men. I would suggest finding somewhere safe where you guys can hold up and hold the ground.
It is our duty to protect these walls, sir. We will keep fighting until the bitter end. Though the nightly retinues have been sent down from the keeps, the clerics have been sent out from the church. Even the Grand Theagonist himself is taken to the battle. For the first time, you guys look up and you see large winged creatures flying about before they swiftly dive down to the ground. Those of you familiar know that these are griffins, and these are the Griffin Knights of Dastow. You begin to look more along, and you see what seems to be a floating ball of golden light that seems to be shooting down streaks of what seems to be bright fire from the sky. And you can imagine that right now the entire city is underneath this siege of undead that have made it within the walls. Where will you go from here? What is your plan? We could use your assistance if you wish to stay with us.
We were escorting Lady Alana to the church. We thought that might be the safest place for her.
She requires healing that we cannot give.
If you wish to entrust her with us, we can take her. Is there a church in particular you want her to take you to?
What was that church called again? Anyone else know the church's name where Torel's
The big one that the Grand Theagonist is from.
The Grand Solarium.
Yeah, there you go.
We can take her there. That'll give my men a chance to heal and rest before we head back out into battle.
Yes, please. Thank you. And I'll go to Lana though and kiss her hand and say, the men will take care of you, and we'll see each other soon.
You can see she's pretty weak. She's sweating. Her skin is pale, but her eyes are defiant, and there's a vibrance to them that does show that she does have life left.
So we want to try to get back to the inn? Find our way back to the inn?
Oh, I think that's our only option. We don't have any real knowledge of the source of this beyond the...
Can I ask the commander if he knows, like, where the fighting's heaviest?
A good concentration, if reports are to be heard from the runners and the messengers coming back and forth. Copper Keep and the Lower Hearts have been hit the hardest.
Suppose that's not
Happen to
surprising.
see a mistress from the brothel come through here.
I'm not familiar. Is there anyone in particular? There's quite a few brothels on the street, you see.
I'm trying to remember the description of her, but I want to describe the lady that I spoke with.
Okay, so you describe the lady from the Desert Rose. I know of her, but I have not seen her about, and you're kind of looking, and it's still kind of sort of mass chaos. The street right now, it looks like you guys have done an excellent job clearing it, but again, just the sounds of battle, people screaming, is just echoing throughout, so the fighting is still going on. Give me a moment, and he's... Private, come here! And you see this, one of the guys over here run up, and you see that he's carrying a pack, and he begins to unload the pack.
Oh, holy Lord, we give praise and thanks to your name. Yes, I did that right in the middle of your conversation on purpose, because that's what I'm doing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Note to self, Ken doesn't get any of this. And he starts pulling out vials from the pack. Jareth, he hands you 2.
Healing potions?
You see that one is a little bit larger and one is smaller. You have 1 healing potion, 1 greater healing potion. Oriana, he looks at you and Balthazar, and he pulls out a very strange blue tinted potion. Almost looks like the size, it would be about the size of a lemon, with a small stopper on top, and he hands you each one here. We were supposed to meet up with a retinue of the mages, but we never made it off this street. Seeing what you were able to do, I hope this helps you in your battle.
I drink it immediately.
You drink it, so roll a d4.
Alright.
I stare at Oriana to make sure.
Okay, so you have 4 points to regain however many spell slots you want. You can regain
Oh my god.
2 level 2s, 4 level 1s, 2 level 1s, 1 level 2. I leave it up to you.
I will regain 1 level 2 and 2 level 1s. That'll put me at 2 second level spell slots and 3 first level spell slots.
He hands one to you, Balthazar. To Laundress, he hands you a healing potion and a greater healing potion.
I bow as I accept the potions.
Balthazar, if you drink it, roll a d4.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you have 4 points to redeem.
I'm gonna ask him if he happens to have a minor healing potion at all. I took a hit from the specter that was throwing necrotic bolts.
He pulls out one of the smaller healing potions and he hands it to you.
You, my friend, are a godsend.
You know, healer's kits are much cheaper than potions, and if anybody has any of those, I can work a little of my doctor magic.
It's 2d4 plus 2, right?
You see from a smaller section, he pulls out what seems to be a small portable triage kit off of the same pack that this private seems to be wearing. And he sort of proffers it to your general direction, Toro.
Toro, can you give me some of your healing magic with that?
Man, healed up. Also, ready to
No,
fight.
I'll take a healing from a healing kit.
And
Yeah,
Toro,
I just posted the math on that. You can heal 5 hit points for 50 gold piece, or I can do a minimum of 9. There's no less than 9 possible. If I roll a 1, you get 9.
Yep. So Toro and Jareth, he does have some more mana potions if you each want.
I'll take one. I at least want to get one spell slot or 2.
If he has any extra, I'll go in as well.
You can imagine that he only has 1 for each of the spellcasters. It's weird.
Okay. It is really.
I roll 1d4.
Roll a d4. Okay, so you have 2 points to recover 2 first levels or 1 level 2. Toro, did you want one of the mana?
Yes, I would love to, if it works for clerics. If it restores divine mana,
It will.
I would happily.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
As he's assisting us, handing us these items, I kind of tell him to beware if he does see the lady that I described. She may be involved with helping with these zombies coming up on the city.
We'll keep an eye out for her. Hopefully we'll have enough soldiers around us to deter anyone who wishes to attack.
So what should be our next plan, friends? Head to the inn to see where
I already yelled it.
Chris, Jareth, what level are you?
I'm still 3, so I just want to be topped up.
So you add 3 to that, so you would get a total of 11 hit points back when I heal you.
Thank you.
So you add to your level to that as well.
I was yelling out.
You'd get 13 back if you're level.
I was yelling when they mentioned lower hearts. I basically yelled out, "Rose, we should save Rose and the children are okay."
Especially that's the heaviest hit area. Could be the
Well,
source.
if we have to head south, we might as well.
So Mark, I rolled a 1. What does that mean for the thing you said you were giving me? What do I
You
get?
can recover 1 first level.
Awesome. Well, I guess Pelor thinks I'm doing just fine. But that's cool.
Oriana and Balthazar stole your mojos. They hugged all the points.
Yeah.
Does it weigh as much as a healing potion?
It less. So you don't even add it.
Okay, so it's just like a little flask.
It is small. It's probably like a shot worth of liquid inside this that you took. But immediately once you did it, there was almost like this tingling, revitalization throughout your body. That's almost electric. And you can feel sort of your magical well of power kind of swell a little bit. Think of it as smelling salts, like in real life. Like you just got jacked up. It sort of forced you. It sort of forced magic back into your system.
Okay, so I recover a first level spell slot. Cool, good deal.
I have more, but I must warn you, taking more than what you just took could have some effects.
Right.
If that is all, I thank you all, and you see they all salute you. We will make sure she gets to the Solarian safely.
Talandris bows and says, "Thank you. I don't think we got your name."
Commander Lysine.
It was a pleasure, Commander Lysine.
The pleasure was all mine, heroes. And he sort of orders them, and you start to hear their marching as they sort of go pikes out in this defensive turtle formation, and they start to move up the street, kind of leaving you guys to plan out what you need to do before you continue.
So are we in agreement to maybe go check on Morose? I don't want her and the orphans to die. Well, let me put it this way. Jared's going to go that way.
We should probably go for the source of this. And if the lower hearts, that is where the plague started out first. And it would make sense that that's where they might originate all their sources of everything. So we should probably head to the lower hearts. The question is, should we use the hidden passages we learned of to get there, or stay on the roads?
We have to use the roads until we get to the gate. There was no hidden passage to get into the lower hearts. We had to go through the gate. And then there was the passages. If I remember correctly, is that right? That's right. GM.
Oh, sorry. I'm at 20 out of 20.
There was a hidden passage about 2 blocks away from the crossed candles.
To get that, to actually get the lower heart?
That got you underneath the wall into the lower heart.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's so long. Okay, let's do that then.
Okay, so you guys begin to run east in a group together.
I basically
Crossing-
yes, sir. Make sure she's okay.
Crossing the bridge to get to the east shore of the river. Again, making your way towards the Rose Coin Fountain, which you call a halt, Jareth and Talandris, as you guys are sort of running ahead of everybody. As you notice, there has been battle here too, except it seems that the dead have won. You look and you see what seem to be skeletons mindlessly stabbing and hacking at bodies on the ground, while a large lumbering figure that seems to be skeletal flames and metal stands behind a fountain, with other undead creatures next to it.
Did we short rest?
Jared, we had to have short rested, or none of that healing would have happened.
You guys short rested.
Oh, good. I got my Channel Divinity back. Great. Hey.
Yeah, if we spend hit dice or we do any healing, then it's assumed we're short resting, unless you want to double check with Mark. But I think that's what we do.
You guys have no short rest and you only have 5 hit points.
Well, you are the
Welcome to the land of song, Mark.
I wanted to put you guys through the worst possible situation ever, and I figured an undead siege inside the city was perfect. Alright, so let's get you guys on there with initiative.
I can't wait to roll my 0 again. Oh, 4, even better. No, I have -2, but you think I can still run a little higher.
I really dig this song.
Are we? Rolling initiative. 60.
Well, Jareth, this is where you get to see a war cleric not be so cool.
Wasn't.
I have no second level spell slots, so I can't use spiritual weapon. I used all my war bolts, so I can't attack twice. This is where I basically just get to watch you guys be cool.
Now, he did say he had extra potions that you could take, but there might be effects. Did you want to take one of them? Well, retcon.
But I mean, I guess I would take one, but I'll only drink it if I absolutely have to.
Okay.
Is that okay?
He had 2 more. So if one of you wanted
I'll
to take
an extra
one, I'm just going to say right now, if you drink it, there's going to be something fun that happens.
You turned into a
I will take one.
I like fun. Yeah, if it comes down to it where I need to like start saving lives and stuff, I might just drink it and see what happens.
Toro grows a tail to join with Ariana.
Maybe I'll turn into a female. That happened to another one of our players on the Tuesday game.
That's right.
Funny,
He
you're
doesn't
too-
become a male until probably this coming up Tuesday.
Yeah, and our girls grew beards, so that was fun too.
I heard Chris' character died.
Yeah, but he's not really dead. He just keeps coming back.
You know who is dead? Mary.
Mary is dead, sadly.
I'll be honest, the dozen or so initiatives that the DM is rolling is not fun.
Yeah, but he described skeletons, so I remember throwing you guys in Land of Song against like 40 skeletons, and you just smashed them all to bits.
Well, we also had
Yeah,
fire.
but that's because Thodor had a Targaryen.
Actually, it was mostly Cordric that destroyed all the skeletons.
Yeah, because he's like, I hit him with my rod. I expended charge. Well, that guy's dead.
Yeah, he shatters into bones. Yeah, it just shattered all over the place.
For those of us from Tomb of Annihilation, we should be accustomed to mass random encounters.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys run, and you hear your boots echoing on the cobbles in this sort of alley-like roadway that leads into this large decorated fountain square that you guys have been through multiple times to move north to the other side of the merchants district, and then of course passing west through here to get through to the Street of Flowers on the other side of the bridge. But you look as this tall lumbering figure behind that seems giving off these pinkish reddish flames from inside of this armor, holding a shield and what seems to be a broken sword that only lets out this sort of uncontrolled spray of energy. And you can see that it's shaking its head and moving around as these 4 smaller soldiers are sort of standing along each side. And then you see him sort of stop shaking his head and he looks up, and then he points his sword into that general direction. Drive them from the city. Safeguard the people. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Can I ask you a
5,
question,
10,
quick, Mark?
15,
How long has it
20.
been since the last fight, as far as time?
You guys took an hour-long short rest,
Okay,
so
your spell's gone.
Doug's
or-
magic weapon is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
I didn't fuck that up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Both double moving. Callus, it is your
Callus holds up both his twin axes and goes, "My actions be judged."
$14 will hit.
That is against green. I'm going to bring in my second hand axe.
Okay. 16 will hit.
That's only going to be 3 for now.
And that's on green.
Yes.
Okay. Did you want to do anything else?
I did everything I wanted to.
Okay. Balthazar.
Does it look as if there's any metal armor?
Let's see. They're wearing armor scraps. The skeletons. Give me a second. You have to give me a perception check on these ones.
Yeah, and this is kind of out of game. A spell like Shocking Grasp, where you would get advantage on your enemy wearing armor made of metal. Or
Yep.
would you rule that like a full suit of armor, not scraps?
No, I would rule it as it specifically says on their monster sheet that they're wearing armor scraps. I'm going to say that it's metal armor, and I'll give you advantage.
Okay. So I'm going to try something different since I've been doing Firebolt this whole time, and go with Shocking Grasp.
Okay, you're going to have to move into melee.
Yeah, I'm going to have to move into melee and back out of melee. But I can go into Callus's space, do the spell, and then back out.
Oh.
I know it's a risk. What the hell?
Oh, you didn't toggle advantage.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll one more time.
yeah. So used to not having advantage.
Okay.
A whopping 2.
Where are you on the screen, Balthazar? I don't understand.
I ended up being behind Callus.
He's under Callus, but you can move away. Well, sort of. The
Yeah,
other one
but-
could attack.
Yeah, that is true. The other one will be able to attack. I didn't think that part through.
You cannot end your turn in that space though, so you'd have to move somewhere.
10, 15.
Right? He's like right up your butt.
Okay, this guy's going to
Yeah,
reach
so-
out.
Yeah, you're
This
going to get that
skeleton's gonna reach out with a
opportunity.
short sword.
Protection.
18, 5. God damn the auto roll.
Reach around.
Okay, 18 hits you, Balthazar.
I heard,
I did try to yell
Here,
for
say
it, but I
protection.
couldn't.
Oh. Here, I'll just toggle disadvantage. 10 misses,
Go
I
ahead and say it so far, so fast.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 10 dismiss, so I end up retreating. There you go.
Okay, sounds good.
And then both reactions are burned now on those 2.
Okay, this guy is going to go 5, 10, 15. He's going to knock an arrow into a longbow, and he's going to shoot it into the front ranks at... Who can he see? He's got a straighter shot at Callus.
Well, and if it's a short bow, 80 feet is its maximum short medium range.
I thought I went through
Nice
all
job,
these and
Mark.
changed them
Oh.
already.
Longbow. Yeah, that's 150 feet. You're good.
What'd you say, 12? Take 12 points of piercing damage, Callus. That's the end of his turn. Oops. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're trying to fill in the cracks. This guy's going to stay there. Oriana.
I will use a tried and true classic. Firebolt the dude that's been damaged by King.
They're gonna say fireball for a second.
If I had Fireball, I totally would.
21 hit.
21. 4 damage. And
Still alive, but barely.
I think that will be my turn. Maintain my ground.
Purple 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Jareth. For a 10, you manage to get your shield up, knock it out of the way. Thorol.
Alright, so, seeing that these 3 skeletons are crowding up on us, I'm gonna try to make some space. So, I look at this one right here, and, call down some fire.
Which one was it?
Green 2.
Somehow skeletons have a +2 dex.
So quick in her bones.
19. Makes no sense at all, but that's what they gave me.
So, as a
Okay,
bonus
okay.
action, I will go ahead and say a prayer of healing and give Callus some.
Okay, Callus, you get 7 points of healing with the max.
And I'm gonna stay my ground because that guy is threatening me with his short sword, so I don't want to back away.
Talandris. Missing you with a 12. That's as far as he can get. Talandris, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and rip this one apart that's in front of me.
Okay. Oh no.
I'm still with my twin strike.
23 hits. .30 feet of movement, double move. .30, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, right there. Five, 10, and he's going to jump over 20 feet. He's going to shoot Talandris with advantage. Ooh, fuck. Okay, so that is 10 plus. So 10 plus 2, so 12 total piercing as an arrow takes you in your shoulder, Talandris. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. That skeleton's going to stop there. Chris, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't hear Jarrus, so I guess I'll try to finish off the one that Salandras was attacking.
Okay. Nine sadly misses. Oh no.
I'm not gonna bother trying to knock it down. It'll get back up before anyone else attacks it again. Because the ranged casters can get it.
5, 10, 15, 20. That skeleton's going to stay there. Top of round 2, this skeleton is going to attack you with a short sword, Jareth. Or attempt to. With a 14, missing. This next skeleton, Callus, is going to try to attempt to attack you with a short sword. 9, they're mechanical motions, pretty easy to read. Callus, it is your turn.
Right. Or hand axe action.
Oh yeah.
That was
Did you want to use that on 1? Did you want to use that one on blue 1?
Yes, I'll use that on blue one.
Okay. He is dead.
Second axe.
23 hits.
Damn, dude. Rip it up.
Good job.
Cleaning house. Those two skeletons fall into a bunch of bone dust and shrapnel. Balthazar.
I shout to Toril to duck as I throw a firebolt over his shoulder at Green Dot 2.
Okay. 26 will hit.
2 points! Woohoo!
Okay. You're gonna
You
stay
call
there?
that a bolt? I call that a spark. You made a little fire spark come out of your hand.
Quiet! Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
10. You have a longbow attack coming at you, Callus, as you step out. 12 missing as you bat it away with your axe in midair. Talandris, this guy's going to attack you with the pike in his hands at advantage.
Is everything still at advantage on me?
God damn it. Every time.
Mark,
Fucking
does
auto
advantage
roll.
stay or was it just the 1?
Oh, no! What the fuck am I doing? Sorry, I just forgot to take the symbol off of you. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna re-roll that. 7. Oh my god.
Either way, it missed.
15. Let's go with the 15, since that one was actually rolled right. His magic weapon is gone.
That's an hour. It's already past that point.
Okay. Can he do anything else?
Who was that guy again? I missed some of the stuff.
Okay.
Picture is cool.
He seems to be the commander of this small force of undead. He is very tall. He is intimidating looking, and he seems to be covered inside and out in what seems to be this reddish, pinkish, orangish flame. And you can see that he's holding a sword in his hands, and it's just this uncontrollable torrent of energy that's coming out of the blade. He's going to stay there. Well, you know what? He's going to start to take some intimidating steps forward. 10, 15. Oriana.
Oh boy, I will.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which guy is he? Or is he out of my range?
No, he's walking towards us slowly.
I will send a firebolt at green 2 there. He's almost down for a natural 20.
Damn.
13.
Guess you showed Balthazar what a firebolt really is.
Well, no, as what happened last time.
You said green 2?
That was, yeah, before I made the attack, so...
Okay.
I'll stick with it.
He
I'll
is
die.
dusted.
Speaking of dusted, I'm seeing Endgame tomorrow, so super hyped for that.
Yeah, I'm taking my niece and my nephew tomorrow after I mow the lawn. Okay, you gonna move?
No, I'm gonna maintain my ground. Pretty safe back here.
Jareth. Longbow. Missing again.
I'm getting a nice little pincushion shield going on.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to step forward into the fray. There. Damn it. I will Sacred Flame this guy. Why can't it click him? Hold on. I'm gonna Sacred Flame that guy over there. I think it's 60 feet, so I think I can, as long as I can see him.
He fails.
Right, so that's 8 radiant damage.
And he shall take it.
And then as a bonus action... No, I'm not going to do it because I need to save it. I will hold my bonus action for now.
Okay. This lesser white saw you step up and cast Divine Magic. He's going to attack you with a longbow. Missing with a 7. As you easily get your shield up and batted aside. 10. Skeleton's going to make an attack at you with a pike. 19.
That will hit.
3 points of piercing. Talandris. Okay. Hits. $20 total. 4 piercing. This time with a rusty short sword, you will need a tetanus shot. Talandris, the skeleton that you attacked, is going to attack you with advantage.
I'm going to do protection to make it a regular attack.
Okay. Regular attack with the pike. Missing with a 7. As Jareth interposes his shield, knocking the pike away.
Thank you, Jareth.
Always, my friend.
These whites do not want to suffer the wrath of a cleric. Longbow attack at you, Toril. 21.
Hits.
8 piercing. Is this guy dead? This guy's going to stay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, I'm going to move up first and attack this one. I'll attack him real quick.
Jared, 17 hits.
They die.
He is dusted.
Okay, after I kill him, I'll then, let me see.
It's not difficult terrain to walk over the zombies. Just keep that, or the skeletons.
I'll finish my movement there, and then I'll try to knock this. I'll try knocking this guy down. I guess nothing else I can do.
Okay. $19.
Man, strong skeletons.
It does manage to sort of slip out of the way as your shield just kind of. You aimed right for the center of the back, but it sort of moved, and it just kind of skated off to the shoulder. Your full force not being able to get onto it.
Okay, I'm done for now then.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 15. Top of round 3. You guys can hear what seems to be thunderous sort of rumble, not thunderous, like a rumble of boots and feet echoing through this square. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. Callus.
Never mind.
$17 will hit.
That's only going to be 4 points of damage.
Okay. Balthazar.
Let's see here. I don't see the health bar of 1. Does he look like he's worse off than 2?
There you go.
Thank you.
2 is unfazed, 1 is taking the damage.
I will, I'll go for 1 firebolt. 11 hit?
An 11 misses.
Alright, cool.
God damn it, guys. I need you to hit. Will you hit, please?
Okay. After taking the radiant damage, the white has knocked its arrow again. I'm just going to shoot a longbow at Toril. Ooh, fuck me. Okay. We'll just go with 10 plus 3, 13.
Might have to drink that potion.
This guy's dead. You watch as those of you that can see him watch the tall, skeletal, armored figure take a step, stop, and then look behind him. And then he points. And you watch as Purple 3 and Purple 4 look in that same direction. Oriana. Oh, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. Oriana.
Okay, so if I can get to here and cast Gust of Wind, this is being the 10-foot radius. Is Horror within it enough to get disadvantage on longbow attacks against him?
He's more than 50%, and I'll say.
Okay, then I will move to here, because this is as far as I can move. Oh no, I have my bonus action. Oh no, then there's that guy. Never mind, I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to cast Gust of Wind, in the hopes of getting Callus and Toril out, or at least disadvantage on the ranged attacks that have been peppering them from the outside.
Okay, the bone powder and pieces of crusted white bone from the skeletons just get shot out. Callus, Toril, and Balthazar, you guys are deafened.
It's Warding Wind, not Gust of Wind, but yeah. But yeah, so you guys should have some protection from the ranged attacks. And that will be my turn.
Okay, Purple 3 is going to drop his longbow, pull out his longsword. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 right there. Toril.
Ugh, I have to fucking chance it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay.
I have no goddamn choice. Everything I do is within 30 feet.
So, when we pass by one, I'm going to do a position on that one. Check on that one.
Thank you.
Okay, so first at disadvantage.
I will miss.
So this guy, whoever hits him, has advantage. Red 2 now at normal.
God damn it, of course. You have not missed me at all unless you're attacking with disadvantage. You drop me. Never mind. I'll go back over here.
8 piercing. You watch as Toril begins to take off, and as one swipes, he ducks, but it causes him to sort of flare out his legs in a squat as he begins to try to sprint, and the other zombie manages to get the pike right into his quad, dropping him to the ground.
You saw me, I was basically grabbing my amulet of Pelor, and I was beginning to say a prayer to turn the undead and banish them back. But I had to get within 30 feet of more than 2 of them, or it's a total fucking waste, and I didn't want to do it on just skeletons. So I had no choice but to take that risk, and it failed. So I dropped to the ground with my holy symbol still clutched in my hand, blood gurgling out of my mouth.
This guy drops his longbow, pulls out a sword. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15. Okay, he's going to do it. The skeleton's going to... Oh, that's the wrong one. The skeleton with the pike that knocked you down is going to try to stab down at you with his pike again while you're on the ground. Ooh, missing with a 10. Spicy. Talandris.
Talandris rushes up and the greater healing potion down Toro's throat.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Good job.
Okay, that's 4d4 plus 4. You don't have any more movement left to stand up, so you will be prone for the duration.
Oh.
Okay, Toro, you get 12 points of healing back as your wounds close, and you're able to sort of get ready to get up and get on your... Okay.
And that's my turn.
200s. Okay. Alright, this guy is going to turn and see his Talandris went down onto the ground. And he's going to stab down at him with a short sword at advantage. Ooh, fuck. I'm going to say that since you used your action to pour a potion into a mouth, that you do not have your blades on your persons right now. You would have either had to drop them, or you would have had to sheath them. Because I don't imagine you're Edward scissor-handing a potion into Toro's mouth.
That's true. I'm trying to remember how the drawing and pulling weapons free works.
You can sheath your weapons as a use an object action and pull a potion and use it as your action. You cannot draw and sheath in the same turn unless you have 2-weapon fighting.
I do.
So you would start, you have 2-weapon fighting? Then you can sheath and draw.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack to try to lock blades. Okay. Alright, so... we have 8 plus 4, so you take 12 points of piercing damage. That guy's dead. This guy is going to drop his bow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Double move 5 to get to there. Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to prepare an action to attack anything that comes within range. Jareth.
Okay, I'm going to try to swing this guy who has disadvantage, right? This little thingy on it.
No, because his turn has already gone.
Oh, okay. But it was still there, so I wasn't sure.
Sorry, there we go.
I'll also try to attack him.
10 sadly misses.
Oh, well, that's, I guess, that's all I'm going to do, because I don't want to ruin it for the spellcasters right now.
Okay. This skeleton. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is going to prepare an action to attack anything that comes within range. Top of round 4, you guys hear what seems to be screaming and chanting as a bunch of figures emerge from the tunnel carrying banners, and they look very familiar.
Is it our company?
Alright, now you guys gotta give me a second. I was hoping that I timed it perfectly to where they showed up and the session was over. But we have 14 minutes.
I think a bit longer than 12, I don't care.
Almost timed it out. Matter of fact, if you guys want to leave it at this point, this might be a good place to end it before we continue with the
True, top of initiative, yeah.
the penultimate battle coming up.
Penultimate battle. We're almost at the end of the campaign already?
Just of our season 1.
And everybody else is still too far away. Yeah. But you guys do see what seems to be the rest of your company that has showed up in what seems to be the nick of time. And you see that they are carrying what seems to be 3 fluttering banners in their midst. And yeah, hopefully you guys had fun with this.
Well, we do get to play next weekend, so
Yeah, that's
Right?
super fun.
next weekend is our normal weekend.
And prepare your buttholes, because next weekend's going to be fucking tough. So.
I need to sleep so I can level.
Prepare your butthole.
Get your back.
Hopefully let's have a long rest at least once so I can level.
Yeah, because this guy's gonna join the field.
I'm saving my smites for him, basically.
Right on. Thank you guys. I will talk to some of you on Tuesday, and unless plans change, I'll see the rest of you next Saturday. I'm gonna stay on here and I'm gonna roll the initiative so everything's ready for next time, but I don't have to do anything with it. So. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super fun. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Night, everybody.
Hey, Mark, if you're gonna stay on for a sec, do you mind chatting for a minute?
I do not mind chatting at all.